Camden Conference Volleyball is back on the airwaves as the RTR Knights and the Lakeview Lakers face off here in what should be a great battle. Here, Hess is going to take a breather, and she'll go back to serve 4-1. Knights lead here early in set number 1. To the back row, Lieneman. Now up Fisher. Fisher goes near side now. Big hit, and that one's going to be down for a point. Good kill there for Leanne. Out of bounds for the Knights. Get another point. 6-3. Shears back to serve. To the back row, right in the middle. Now served up Fisher. Goes right in the middle, and big hit there. Right. Point for RTR. 20-7 here. Knights lead in set number 1. Here's Munchau's serve. To the back row, Stensrud. Now up Fisher. Fisher goes near to Plotz. Right in the middle. Blocked, but kept alive. Backwards. Now here's diving for it and getting a kill. Excuse me, that was Leanne. Gets a kill from the back row there for Lakeview. Go back to service Fisher. The back row to Carr, and that's going to be an ace. Serve. Forward. Knights lead here in set number 1. To the back row, diving forward is Wendland. Shears has got it, now sets it up for Munchau. Puts it to the back row. Here's Fisher. Now Roush is going on the far side, and that's going to sail over the... And back to serve is Wendland for RTR. Going to the back row, Liedemann. Now up Fisher. Fisher goes near, right in the middle of the Plotz. It's blocked off the hands. Hopefully, she's just got an absolute rocket coming off that arm. Caitlin Fisher back to serve. We're tied at 1 here on the Meadowland Farmer Co-op scoreboard. Here's Shears setting it up near side. Haley Munchau. Big hit. Blocked down by the Lakers. Fisher back to serve once again. She's on a roll of 5. Here's Wendland. Backwards to Munchau, now over to Carr. Carr sends it across Lieneman. Now up Fisher middle. Goes near side here. Big hit down for another kill. Leanne Stenzer. Referee called it, and RTR gets a point. 8-4 now. RTR climbing back. Here's Christensen, now up to Fisher, now to Plotz. Big hit down for a kill. Serve Knights trail 11-10 here in set number 2. To the back row, Bond, and it's going to be up in almost a good save there by Fisher to keep that one alive. Here's Shears. Now backwards to Thompson. She's setting up Hess. She puts it over the net. Diving save there by Stensrud. Now far side, here's Orvis. Blocked and out of bounds. So it's their own pulling away. Here was a 1-point game. Now it's 14-10 in favor of the Lakers here in set number 2. Geisfeld serve to the macro. The Meadowland Farmer Co-op scoreboard. Lakers lead in set number 2. They trail 1-0. Serve to the back row. There's Stensrud. Far side now setting it up Orvis. To the back row, Wendland, saved by Shears now. Near side, here's Hess. Big hit, and that's going to be down to the back row of Lakeview. Here's Fisher, right in the middle of the Plotz, and that's through. 3 defenders check out, and they will get Wendland back in there. Stensrud back to serve. To the far side, Wendland, now Shears, setting it up right in the middle to Whitty, tipping it across. But we got Fisher there, tipping it up over the defense. They're going to be back underway. 21-19 is your score. RTR trail. Shears is served to the back row. Now up to Fisher. Fisher going far side Lawaji. To Wendland in the back. Now to Shears. Backwards to Munchau, who gets it across. Here's Fisher. Second it up near side. Here's Rout. Tipped up, and that's going to be down for a point. And Lieneman back to serve. To the back row, Christensen, and down for an ace serve. 24-20 on the Meadowland Farmer Co-op scoreboard. To the back, finding Carr. Now up Shears. Shears going backwards to Thompson. She's going to just send it across. Over to Geisfeld. Now Fisher setting it up. Plotz. Big hit. Down for a kill, and that's going to be set number 2. RTR. So back to serve is once again the Knights. Now Lawaji, and that's going to be down for a kill for Lakeview. Knights lead here in set number 3. Fantastic Camden Conference action. And we have Stensrud back to serve. Back to Christensen. Now up Shears, setting it up for Whitty. Blocked down by Lakeview. 3. 23-12 now. Here's Elfson serve to the back row, finding Geisfeld once again. Here's Fisher, now back serve, straight in the air into Stensrud. Is it out? It's in, they say, and a point. Scoreboard once again, the scores went 25-14 RTR, 25-20 Lakeview, and 25-13 RTR. We are in set number 4. Knights lead 2-0. To the back row, Lieneman, right into the net, but good fish out there by Fisher. Off to Orvis, and that's going to be down for a point. 7-3. Knights lead here in set number 4. Here's Christensen, back row Lieneman. Now up to Fisher. Fisher far side Lawaji. Big hit. Good save there by Munchau. Off to Shears. Near side Carr. Off the top of the net. Good save by Geisfeld. Here's Fisher. Near side Stensrud. Big hit. Down for a Laker point. 2-1. They lead in this one so far. Stensrud serve to the back row is Christensen. Here's Shears. Near side Carr. Big hit to the back row. Diving forward is Blonde. There's Fisher. Now far side Lawaji. Big hit through the defense and down for a point. And then back to the Wendland. Now up Shears. Shears goes near side. Carr, big hit. Blocked down by Savannah. Out. And it's 8-7. Serve to the back row. Wendland tipped in the middle by Stensrud. Kept alive by Lakeview beautifully. Fisher gets it to the back and down for a Laker point. And we'll give the Knights a free point. And we have Shears back to serve. To the back row. To Stensrud. Now up Fisher. Now up Roush. She's going to send it across. Back row Christensen. Now up Shears. He's going to go backwards to Munchow, and that's going to be blocked down. Good save by Carr. Whitty's there. Tips it across, but Bond's there now. Here's Fisher. Far side. Lawaji gets a hit. Tipped up. Here's Christensen in the back. Now up Shears. Shears goes near side. Carr tipped over the top of the defense, but Lawaji's there. Here's Fisher. Now going backwards to Stensrud. Through the defense. And down the co-op scoreboard. Lakers lead. They serve off to RTR. Up to Shears. Shears goes backwards to Wendland. Gets it across to Lieneman in the back. Now Fisher. Far side, we got Lawaji. That was Orvis. Put it down and say return by RTR, but quickly return. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. The back and forths these two teams have. To the back row, Wendland. Here's Shears. Near side. Here's Hess. Big hit. Blocked by Lakeview down for a point. 5-point lead. Their largest of the set. Orvis. To the back row, Wendland. Now up Shears. Shears is going to go right in the middle to Haley Munchow. Blocked by Lakeview and down for a point. Here, Flats it looked like. Lakers lead here in set number 4. They trail 2 sets to 1. Here's Fisher, near side, Stensrud, off the arms of the net, but they're going to keep it alive. Here's Shears, near side, Carr, through the defense, back row, Geisfeld returns it up, Fisher. Now far side, Lawaji, off the fingertip, down for a point. It's a half block apiece, of course. Munchow goes back to serve, to the back row. Now up 2, setting it up for Stensrud, and a huge kill off the set from Fisher. 23-16. It's got to make a comeback if they want to end this one early. The back row, Bond, now up Fisher. Fisher goes middle, Roush, big hit. It's going to be down for a point. Hit the top. Here's tracking that one down. Here's Whitty putting that one to the back row. Lieneman's there. Here's Fisher. Fisher goes back set to Roush. Blocked by RTR and is saved beautifully by Bond. Lieneman's going to send it. Here's will stay back to serve. 6-5 Knights now lead. To the back row, Bond, and it's over in front of the bench. Fisher tracks it down. Lieneman just gets it over the net and down for a save by both teams. I'm glad they had a camera here. That'll be a fun one to watch back. Lakers lead still 8-7 here. And Carr served to the back row. Bond's there. Now we got up to Fisher. Far side, Orvis loading up. Gets it off. Shears is there diving for it. Thompson can't come up with it. Conference action. Here we got Wendland. To the back row. There's Lieneman. Up Fisher. Fisher goes middle. Plots. Big hit. And it's going to be off the net. Madison Munchow back to serve. Puts it in the back row. There's Geisfeld and Lieneman. They're going to get it punched across by Geisfeld. There's Carr. Now up to Shears. Near side, Riley Hess. Big hit. Lieneman's there. Here's Fisher. Back set. Stensrud. Blocked down. But it's going to be for a point for Lakeview. They just try to go for a conference title. So we're tied at 13 apiece. Christensen in the back row. Up Fisher. Now we got Stensrud sending it across. Here's Wendland. Up to Shears. Shears middle set to Munchow. Diving for it is Fisher. She saves it. Off to Geisfeld. Lieneman will get it across. Back row Christensen. Now up Shears. Middle set. Munchow. Big hit. Off the arms. Diving for it is Lieneman. Keep it alive. Klotz is going to just get it over. Shears is there to save it. Off the top of the net. Munchow. Back row. Lieneman. Now up Fisher. Far side. Here's going to be Lawaji. Slowing things down. Here's Munchow. Setting it up Shears. Oh, try over the net. And back to serve is Destiny Bond. Match point here for Lakeview. Up to Shears. Shears back set. Haley Munchow, big hit. It's going to be out of bounds and down for a point. Lakeview is going to come out on top. 15-13 over the RTR Knights here tonight in a fantastic matchup between these two very, very talented teams. So we got the Woodstock wrap-up post-game show coming your way next. If you want to stick around for that, we'll have the Very Vital staff as well as the North Star Norwegian Mutual Insurance Company coach's interview with Coach Haley Osmond and the victorious Lakeview Lakers.